All right. We are here. God damn it. We are here.
Jason Podcast.
We are a little bit later than usual.
Not my fault, powerful.
Yeah, we are, but we are here.
Yes.
So that is what matters. Better late than never.
That's how I see
it. Anyways, welcome to the Jason Podcast. It's your boy Sincere. And I don't know what happened to my co-host. I think he got lost. He muted his mic. I don't know what he's doing. So he late and he fucking up. I don't know what's happening. All right, so we're gonna do this again. Okay, you ready? You ready?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, goddamn.
My mic got disconnected. Yeah.
All right. Welcome to the Jason Podcast. It's your boy.
Welcome.
Sincere.
And it's your boy Jay Hunnit.
Yeah. There we go. We maybe partially got through our we barely got through our intro.
Yeah, we did.
So first off, shout out to anybody who may be tuned in. I know Cuddy was waiting. I know my homeboy King and AJ.
Yeah.
AJ, Iggy, all that. You know what I mean? So if you haven't, please, I know you can. I don't know if King is on here right now.
Mm-hmm.
King, please, if you can, leave. He's one of the homies I play 2K with.
Okay,
competitively.
Cool.
He also has a cool Twitch page. So please leave the link to your Twitch page.
Please, I wish someone would educate me on what is Twitch, please.
We will get right to that. Give me one moment. King, please leave your Twitch page link in here somewhere.
It's like you're talking another language.
Iggy, please leave your links to your IG and your clothing store. Young Black Man owns a clothing store out in Texas.
Yes, sir. Let's support that.
So
yes, sir.
We black owned out here, black owned, black support, all that good shit. My brother from my homeboy Cuddy. I know he's tuned in. Shout out to Nana. She's having breakfast. She's tuned in. I don't know who else is tuned in right now.
Whoever's tuned in, just shout out to you.
Shout out to everybody who tuned into our first actual live broadcast.
Yeah.
So those are just the people who've been reaching out to me, wondering why the fuck we're damn near an hour late.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I appreciate y'all. Yeah. Anyways, how are you? How are you, bro? How are you this week? How are you?
Everything is all right. I just been working a lot. I work 12-hour days, sometimes up to 15. So, Mondays is like the day that I use basically to rest. And what happened actually is that I woke up this morning briefly to use the restroom. And then after that, I was knocked out. And I looked at the time and sometimes when you're sleeping and you just happen to just like glare at the time and you just wake up with your eyes like, oh shit, like what the fuck? I overslept. And that basically happened. So, but other than that, everything is fine. And, I have no complaints. I'm just thankful for another day, as everyone should too, who's watching, because every day is a gift. I didn't want to get philosophical, but,
Hey, what's up? Yeah, there we go, Cuddy. What's up, Cuddy? I see you, bro.
Yeah, wait, how you see these people? I don't see anything.
Oh, they're in the comments. I got them on this side.
You got them
on this side. I got them on this side. Yeah, man.
How was your week, sir?
It's cool. It's been cool. Also, if y'all have anything y'all want us to talk about, anything that y'all want to touch on before, whatever, just leave it in the comment section. We'll make sure we get to it before the show's done. We'll get to it, you know what I mean, before the show's done. Yeah, if you log in, you can see all that shit too. Me, I had PT this morning at 7 a.m.
How did that go?
They whooped my ass, but I love it. It sounds weird because I'm fat now, but I enjoy working out. I really enjoy working up a sweat. The problem is that, unfortunately, because of my leg, I can only do but so much before I get in a situation of possibly hurting myself. So I gotta take it, slowly. So I'm in there hoodied up, and I'm in the PT joint with the hoodie on, getting the sweat up. I left there, I got the clearance to kind of do some other things. So I left there, went straight to Dick's, got a new rock, one of the drinks I was telling you about.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go straight to the courts after this. And I can't really do no jumping and all that, but just little dribble moves, work on my
moving
dribble.
around. Yeah,
a little bit of moving around, putting weight on it.
Yeah.
Like anybody who knows me knows that this is the biggest I've been. But they also know that I love, like, I don't shy away from physicality. I love playing ball. We play football together, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You know how I give it up. So like,
all in,
niggas be
bro.
sleeping. My hands is nasty.
That's a fact.
Woo! Niggas be sleep. AJ, I be telling niggas my hands is nasty, bro.
That's a fact.
Woo! But anyway, man, and it's just been a good week. Got some good things happening. Preparing for just life, man. Just enjoying it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, can we? I want to go ahead and touch on a couple. I want to touch on one subject in particular, real quick. Real quick. Yo, what the fuck is wrong with Team USA, B? What is wrong with Team USA, B? What is going on with these niggas, bro? What is going on with these niggas?
It's just embarrassing, first off, because we're getting ousted by teams like Australia and Nigeria, and it's like, okay. I think the root of the problem is the way the team was constructed. First of all, we assembled a team without a true rim protector.
We have no big men. No big men.
I heard they just signed JaVale McGee, and it's like it's somewhat of an upgrade, but it's just like we still don't really have like real big men. We don't have a rim protector, period.
You know what though? Let's not do that to JaVale, because JaVale is a championship multiple times now.
No, he is.
He's a champion.
I'm not knocking it.
He's not that nigga he was with the Wizards no more. Like JaVale has grown into a very serviceable center, and correct. He like had this been JaVale McGee of like 5 years ago, I'd have been like, God damn. But like now, you know, I bang with JaVale. Shout out to JaVale. I seen him, you know what I mean, in the club when he was in New York, was turning up. So
no, but he's definitely a band-aid over the cut, because it's like we have no type of rim protection and we needed someone out there. So JaVale is definitely gonna help, you know, and I don't want to sound like I'm discrediting him or anything like that. I'm just saying the way the team was constructed, it was basically a bunch of players just thrown in and like a bunch of names basically, and they're basically telling these people, all right, just go out there and just do your thing. And it doesn't work like that anymore, because I feel like the world has actually caught up to US basketball. You know, back in the 90s, I feel like basketball was such a primitive thing outside of the United States. But today, I think kids are born like with the basketball in their hand. Their parents have them playing basketball at a young age in other countries, because basketball is so global now. So the world has definitely caught up, but I feel like at the same time, we need to just keep the foot on the gas as well. And I think we need to make better decisions, you know, and I think this exhibition games, at least, they have time to regroup and get it together and try to get the right personnel in there. My thing was just rim protection. That was like the glaring flaw that I saw with the team. But I still have
three-time champion. I'm sorry, I apparently took a ring away from JaVale. 3-time champion. I appreciate that.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, so I just feel that, you know, and we have time to get it together. Go Team USA, basically. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, man, these countries that I feel like when we had the dream team, we had the dream team. That was the heyday of basketball in the NBA. You talking
the golden
about
era.
You talking about, man? We don't
greatest
even
team
need
assembled.
Yeah, the greatest team ever assembled. So I don't need to go down that roster.
Yeah.
If you don't know who was on the dream team, then you don't even need to be worried about this topic. Just wait till we talk about something else.
Or even talking about basketball, period, I guess.
But yeah, like you said, these other countries whom we might not have had to worry about in the past. You look at dudes like Luka and Porzingis and Ricky Rubio who are running their leagues at 16.
Craziness. Prodigies.
Like they ready.
Prodigies.
They ready for us. Them niggas ain't playing. Nigeria, them niggas ain't playing. They ready. But
where's Luka from? Slovenia?
Slovenia, yeah.
they, for the first time in the history of their country, qualified
for
this event, and it's because of Luka. That's how good Luka is.
You look at the Greece team with Giannis and his two brothers. When you look at what Patty Mills did to us a couple days ago, Patty Mills.
He's from France, right?
Patty Mills playing for Australia.
Australia. I'm sorry, yeah. Australia.
Yeah, Patty Mills.
Right,
dropping buckets, big buckets. Patty Mills. Shout out Patty Mills, because I don't think Patty Mills really gets the love he deserves.
That's a fact.
I also feel like a lot of the U.S. players are really tired. They had that shortened season,
NBA
along right after the bubble season. The playoffs are literally still happening as we speak, and who knows who's coming back? Who knows who's gonna play in that? So guys are tired. They're not at their full potential. And then we're losing guys. Bradley Beal just had to be sent home.
That's a fact.
And they're talking about who may take over for him, Duncan or Ja Morant or Deadpool. You want Deadpool to take over for Bradley Beal, nigga?
No, I was just showing people I got a Deadpool cheat shirt. You know?
This nigga. But yeah,
we got to get some Jason gear on these videos too.
Yeah, we got to get some gear on, man. But yeah, I feel like I said, that's how I feel. It is what it is. While we here talking about basketball, I have it from a good source. Keep in mind, anybody who knows me, I can speculate on a lot of things.
Of course.
But if I tell you I got a good source, I'm the same person that told y'all in advance that KD and Kyrie
was going to Brooklyn, right?
and DeAndre Jordan. People are like, why DeAndre Jordan? I said, just listen to me, dog. I gave you all three up front. I done gave niggas a little bit of info, and I'm telling you from a good source, Dame Lillard is done with Portland.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of rumors as well. I was listening to a certain podcast that I'm not going to give free promo to, but they were saying that he's just practically done with Portland, and he's going to ask for a trade right after the games, basically. Right after the U.S. games. Because he doesn't want to be a distraction, basically, at this moment in time.
So when he's going to request that trade, I've heard in the next couple of days, but he is going to force his way out of Portland. Question now becomes, where does Dame go?
Everybody wants Dame.
Bro, if you don't want Dame on your squad, like, all right, I'm a Nets fan. I don't.
You about to say Knicks? I heard that.
Stop.
I heard that.
Stop it.
You used to be a Knicks fan.
I've always supported the Knicks. I've always supported the Knicks.
Oh, okay.
I don't like. There's a like people have it misconstrued.
You despise the Knicks, right?
Now I despise the Knicks. Yes.
Okay. But you despise the Knicks or their fans or both?
I despise the fans. I hate all of them. I hate all of you niggas.
Wait. So you hate me?
Yes, I hate all of you.
Why do you hate me?
Because you're a Knicks fan.
Yeah, but I feel like as a Knicks fan,
I don't need any other.
I'm realistic. I'm somewhat realistic as.
Well, no, I guess you're not in that. I'm not.
I'm not in
that pool.
I'm not in
fans.
I'm not in that pool of Knicks fans that say, "Oh, we're gonna win the championship every year." You're never gonna hear me say things like that.
And I'm not in that group of Nets fans who immediately was like, "Yeah, we got a chip."
Right.
I was like, "Yeah, let's see how this works." So yeah, I guess you're fine. But like the Giant fans and the Knicks fans, who every year is their season, and then when it's not, it's everyone else's fault. Them niggas, I can't deal with them niggas. But I was like, outside of like maybe Dallas and a couple places where you have genuine star point guards. Shit, even if you got a star point guard, depending upon what kind of star, you might still want Dame. I think that Dame going to New York is not even an option. Dame going to the Knicks is not even an option because he wouldn't even have the chance to. He like the point of what Dame is doing. Dame is unhappy with what is going on in Portland. He's unhappy with the direction of the franchise. he's unhappy with the level of help he has in Portland. Going to the Knicks would be just as bad, if not worse, than staying in Portland. So there's no point of him going there. He's going to go to somebody who is already a contender for a ring, and with Dame is now a real concern. I would not be surprised if Damian Lillard ended up a Laker. I would not be surprised.
So before I
hold on, I gotta get this yak in my system. Hold on, right quick.
So before
get that yak in your system.
Before I submit my comment or my opinion in this case, does he have a trade clause?
I can look it up, but it really doesn't matter because
if anybody could tell us who's looking at us right now, if he has a trade clause, if he has the right, in other words, for the people that don't know what that is, the right to reject a trade. Because my thing is, it's like I spoke to you about this on Facebook, and I clearly said he's still under contract with the Blazers. So if he's forcing a trade, this is a business, and the Blazers are going to look out for the best interests of the Blazers. So if the Knicks, for instance, presented something that they'd want, something that they'd like in terms of like future picks or whatever the case is, and they can unload they could unload that contract of Damian Lillard, then I'm just saying it's a possibility. That's all I'm saying. But people are already saying, oh, no, he's not going to New York. He's not going to New York. We don't know that.
He's not going to New York. He's not going to New York.
All right.
Because you also have to remember when it all boils down to it, this nigga is somewhere where he is. Dame is not a free agent this year or next year.
He's still under contract.
He's signed through 24. 24. He signed through 24.
He signed an extension last season, I believe.
Yeah, he signed through 24. So whoever takes him is gonna be not only
have to eat that contract.
They got to eat that contract and give up everything.
Cap strapped. Yeah.
The Knicks are not going to even want to do that because they don't believe they have the pieces around him to make a championship team, which is they don't. So why eat that contract? It doesn't make sense from either side. It doesn't make sense for either side. Why would
that doesn't matter to James Dolan? You acting like you don't know who James Dolan is, bro. Look. He just wants a cash cow in the city. He just wants a big name, and that's it. He don't give a fuck about none of us.
I mean, that's why y'all niggas is in the position y'all in.
Man, James Dolan, Jerry Jones, they're like clones. They're like all the same. Jerry Jones don't give a fuck about Cowboy fans. He really doesn't give a fuck. Him or his son. They don't care.
He doesn't have a no trade clause. Okay, appreciate you, Cuddy. He does not have a no.
Oh, okay.
He does not have a no trade clause.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, but so I really
rest in peace, Al Davis too. These are all these owners. They're like, I don't know. Whatever.
I really do believe that he ends up a Laker. If he doesn't end up a Laker,
that's a good guess. That's a great guess.
He's close to home. He gets to play at home.
I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up going to the Warriors. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised any LA team. I mean, any Cali team.
Any Cali team, yeah.
Any Cali team. Because I didn't want to talk about this, but Kawhi.
Damn, 1, 2, 3. So it'd be Dame, George, and Kawhi. Wow. And then you got Dirty Pat Bev. Yeah.
Yeah, let's. I don't know how those two, if they get Dame, they're not going to keep Pat Bev. I don't think the two of them can exist. I don't think the two of them can coexist at all.
Right.
I don't think they can. Not with their history. But what's going on with Kawhi Leonard is a little more serious than they're leading on, because they tried to downplay what his injury actually was.
Right.
And now they have. Well, he's had to have surgery. He's 30 years old. He's going to be out at least a year, it looks like. And he has a player option. There are teams that are going to take their chance on trying to give him that bread if he no longer wants to stay with the Clippers, because we've seen what happens when Kawhi doesn't think that the medical team has his back. We saw what happened in San Antonio.
Yes.
Um,
he obviously wanted out. Yeah.
Right. And I feel like, unfortunately, he is in a position now where he can do good by staying, but he might do the Clippers a favor by leaving, because he's not doing them any good hurt on the bench, and they ate up all of their picks and everything to get Kawhi, and I feel like this is going to be that slow, painful breakup that nobody wants to watch happening in LA. As far as the Clippers, because I don't think they have enough to win a chip. I don't know how they would make it work to even get Dame there, but I just don't feel like that. They had one good year, and this was the year they should have taken it, and that's closed. I feel like it's over for that. Like,
there was so many key injuries too to a lot of big names this season.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, because that was really crazy. Like,
yeah, it was.
The Phoenix. Congratulations to the Suns and the Bucks on making it to the finals. Congratulations to them. But they both had red carpets laid out for them. The Bucks had an undermanned Miami team. Then they ran into the Nets, who literally embarrassed them, 50-point blowouts. And then Kyrie gets hurt. James Harden is still down. And even so, KD is able to get them a virtuoso and get a game. But it went 7 with a downed Nets team with Joe Harris, who didn't show up. And then they get to the Eastern Conference Finals, and they catch another break by having one of their bigs already hurt. What was it, Bridges?
Mm-hmm.
And
Bridges,
then Bridges was hurt. And then Trae Young gets hurt.
Yeah, that was very key.
Like,
it's the heart and soul of the.
And Giannis is able to come back in the next series. And Phoenix, the same thing. They had Lakers without AD and with a half healthy LeBron.
Pretty much, yeah.
Then they ran into, who was it?
It still took them Denver? 6-7 games to get rid of the Lakers? Yeah.
Then Denver with no Murray. Right. And then they turned around and hit goddamn the Clippers with no Kawhi. Like,
yeah. They got breaks. Along the way. I mean,
they all got breaks.
It's breaks. At the same time, injuries are a part of the game. So that's something that just basically goes hand in hand. And when it comes to the playoffs, it's really the survival of the fittest, especially in the NBA. So whichever team can be available, being available is actually a very key asset in these games. So just shout out to them. It just proves that the NBA does have, at least some type of parity, and maybe some small market teams, do have an absolute chance to make it to the finals. So, I mean, I'm enjoying the game so far. I feel like the Bucks have full momentum at this moment in time. And shout out to Giannis. I mean, we all saw the injury. I mean, Podfolk, if you saw what happened to his leg and compared to what he's doing now, it's completely amazing. And I'm just astounded. I mean, the guy, it seems like he hasn't lost a step. He still leaps the same way. I don't know. I guess he's made out of rubber or something like that, because
this nigga Cuddy.
And the Clippers are the Clippers. They ain't winning shit ever. That's like, it's sort of like my Knicks and, my Jets. Yeah, unfortunately.
Anyway, that's sad. Who do you got winning in the finals? Who you got?
Man, at first, I'm still rooting for CP3 because he's been in the league 16, 17 seasons, man.
He's been stinking it up the past couple of games.
And he's been stinking it up the past couple of games because it seems like what's the name? Bullhosen? What's the name of the coach of the
Budenholzer.
Right.
But look,
It seems like he's made some key adjustments defensively, and we all know the Bucks are very good at that. And Drew Holiday being plugged in to just stay on CP3 has kind of neutralized him. And CP3 had a great first game because I noticed that they were figuring him out because they would put different players on him. And then the coach was like, you know what? Let's just put Drew on him. Drew is just as big, just as fast, just as strong. And
you see that, sir, right?
yeah, so leave my Jets alone. Leave my Jets alone.
Hey, my Cowboys ain't much better, but at least we look good on paper.
That's not saying much. Anyway, what I'm saying is
we look yo, bro. We are look, you know me. We are look. Y'all shouldn't have gave Dak all that bread. Y'all shouldn't have gave Dak that money. That nigga Dak got the bag while he was on the bench. Get the fuck out of here.
Man.
Get this nigga the fuck out of here.
That's
crazy. Yeah, I got the Suns taking it still. Mainly because I don't want to see my nigga.
No. The thing is, like, I want the Suns to take it. You know, I'm not much of a betting man like that. I can't just put my money just on one team because I just don't know what's going to happen, you know, especially with this particular finals. I think it's pretty much unpredictable. What I was trying to say is that the coach has made a key adjustment in putting Holiday on CP3, and that's kind of has slowed his game. And then in a sense, Booker has flourished. And I even saw points in the game where Drew Holiday was on Booker, and he kind of Booker still had 40 points. He still went off. But there was key points in the game where Drew Holiday got them cookies, bruh, and just embarrassed him.
Yeah.
So Drew Holiday right now is having a hell of a series. And like you mentioned to me, he's usually a star player at home. Like he comes out, he plays with more enthusiasm at home. But he made a big step on the road in Phoenix with the last game, which was game 5, I believe.
Nah. You got, hey. Well, look, Malcolm, okay? Malcolm Thomas. Right? We don't talk to niggas without pictures on their Avy, my nigga. You hear me?
Oh, man.
Hide behind your Avy.
All because he's talking about the Cowboys. Oh.
Look, niggas know how I give it up. Nah,
yo, the Cowboys are bad. They're like really bad.
How about
on the
mediocre
field
players? What mediocre players we talking about? Because there's a lot of mediocre players in a lot of things. You let me know, and I'll let you know who we talking about. We can talk about a lot of that. Yeah, I got the Bucks taking it. Unfortunately,
I feel like they're gonna win the next game in Milwaukee. The next game is in Milwaukee, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're talking about the Suns, who did have the best the best road record in the NBA, including they started every series in the playoffs so far with road wins. So
this is how I feel. In order for the Suns to win, somebody else is gonna have to step up to help out Booker on the scoring end.
Booker been doing it.
Booker's been on.
Booker's been doing it. He had one off game and then came back and went crazy.
He's been on it.
Went crazy. So, all right. So
next,
I gotta. Hey. We got to talk about it. You knew I was going to bring it up. Bring it up. The next versus is between Dipset and the Locks.
Dipset.
What? Y'all know how
OX.
So we got Harlem.
Yo,
Harlem in the building. And we got Yonkers and the Locks. Shout out to the homies and the Locks. Who you got?
This is my opinion. Before I tell you who I got, when I first heard the news, I was like, wow, this is great for hip hop. This is great for the culture. This is great for us. Then I was like, damn, Dipset versus the Locks. I'm like, damn, they couldn't pit Dipset and G Unit. I mean, I think that would have been a lot better. I think because the thing is, like, their approaches to rap, I think, is a little bit different. Because to me, when I think of LOX, like, I think of like just hardcore straight bars. That's what I think about when I think of LOX, like some hard shit.
Bro.
Especially with Styles P, you know, and Jada.
But I'm bigger than y'all.
And then like with Dipset, like
negative nigga.
I just think the anthems. I just
talk
think
shit and say I'm better than niggas. Think not. I look at your man and level a nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
Better, won't you give me his name so I can run up on him, tear him up, and give you his frame? Come on, bro. Woo!
It's gonna be an epic battle, you know, and you know, people always saying that who's gonna win this, that, or the third. Don't worry about that. It's a win-win for everybody. It's a win-win for the fans, everyone who grew up in that era. We're all gonna enjoy it, plain and simple.
Yeah, man.
But again, you know, I wish it would have been Dipset and G Unit. But anyway, going to Dipset now, like, come on, man. Like, we can just sit here and just count all the anthems that Dipset had. So I feel like their approach to rap was just so much different that, like, I felt like G Unit would have been a better matchup in a sense because G Unit has those anthems as well. And I think they just paired up a little bit better, but we'll take it as is. It's a win-win. It's a win-win. Yeah. I see you, Pancho. LOX.
Okay. Now, give me two. I'm gonna get to you. I'm gonna get to the Middleton. Okay, so this got to be somebody in my 2K circle.
Okay, but it got to be quick. It got to be quick because we already moved on from there.
No. We're gonna go back. I'm gonna catch that. I'm gonna catch that at the end. We're not leaving from this right now. Not this right now. Not right now. The LOX has put together some of my favorite music coming up, bro. If I can't say influential is
D-Block,
some of the realest shit ever, bro. Like. I can't tell you. I still ride around listening to Jada and Styles and Sheik and some of my favorite.
You remember when they were D-Block, just like Malcolm said with J Hood. Remember J Hood?
Oh yeah, J Hood.
Yeah.
J jerking niggas, raping you records and niggas like I'm playing, nigga. We here. We know what's happening. And so it's one of those things, bro. Where I listen to it, and I think of bars that even when I've been sitting in the studio and I'm thinking about how a nigga, you know, how niggas spitting. I think about Jada and I think of just all the bars Jada's ever hit a nigga with in life, nigga. Just starting from the here going all out again. Niggas even had a daughter born out of sin, nigga. I make pain cinematic. I spit dope and you been the addict. Like. Just thinking about all the balls Jada ever gave a nigga, bro. Thinking about Sheik just going off crazy off the top. Styles P being one of the hardest niggas to ever touch a microphone, bro. Like,
man, Styles P, man.
Just crazy, bro.
The ghost.
Thinking about the early days of Rough Riders. Thinking about where it came to now to shout out Styles.
Even the early days with Bad Boy, because remember the LOX started with Bad Boy first.
Yeah, just thinking about them. Even now, opening juice bars and doing shit in the hood, like
doing shit for the community, doing great things,
that shit crazy. And at the same time, growing up under Dipset, like nigga, my wedding day, I was on the phone with Freaky before my wedding.
Freaky,
shout out Freak,
shout out.
Like this is nigga. I am a Harlem nigga. Born, bred Harlem nigga.
So it's gonna be only right for you to root for Dipset.
I grew up listening to Cam and Mace and all that. Nigga, it's nothing like when this come on and come on, bro. Niggas know what that is.
Those are anthems. Come on. Those are anthems. As soon as come on. Those are anthems.
Dipset. Come on, bro. Like that's that. Come on, bro. You want to think about all the Killer Cam joints, even Jim Jones.
Yeah. Take him to church.
Crunk music. Killer music. Cam, Purple Haze.
Yep. SDE, Purple Haze. Yeah, that was all during the Dipset. And the Dipset mixtapes too. They were crazy. Bro, one through like 5, I think they made like 5 volumes of street mixtapes. Bro, I used to listen to that shit every day.
Shout out to Heatmakers, Arsonist. Shout out. I know we're supposed to have you on the show.
Yeah, we were
a while ago. Shout out to the Heatmakers, some of the most legendary producers in hip hop. He's supposed to have him on the show. Things got crazy with the leg and everything else. I promise you. I know they're gonna be there. I'm not going because of my leg. I cannot deal with the crowds and all that. Otherwise, I would be there to support. But shout out to my niggas, man. I'm riding with Dipset all day, bro. You know how I give it up. You know how I got to. It'd be wrong not to. It'd be wrong not to. It'd be wrong not to, bro.
Yeah, so, I'm gonna have to go with you on that one. Yeah, I'm going with Dipset here. I'm rooting for Dipset right here. Yeah, pretty much.
Real quick, the new J-Sin merch is available.
Yes, sir.
There's a link on everywhere. We got you can go to the IG, look up the link. We put the link on the Facebook. The link is there. Go grab it all.
Grab that merch.
Yeah, from coffee mugs.
Mine is on its way. Yep.
From mugs that hold adult beverages like Hennessy.
Mm-hmm. Casamigos, all that good shit.
It's crazy. After this, I'm gonna go throw on a hoodie and go play ball.
Oh shit! Actually, Podfolk, before I forget, rest in peace to the clown prince of hip hop himself, Mr. Biz Markie.
Yes, sir.
He passed away this weekend, and it was pretty much felt throughout the culture, and it's pretty much felt by myself as well, because this is someone that I grew up listening to, even as a little kid, and just having just a little bit of use of reason. Basically, I would always, my sister would always pop on a cassette. Remember the cassettes? My sister would pop on those cassettes, and we'd listen to, This Is Something for the Radio, Just a Friend, obviously his most successful single, and, a ton of more music, This is Biz Markie, like all that. And, man, we definitely lost a trailblazer of hip hop. He was one of them.
Believe it or not, he was actually my neighbor in Laurel, Maryland.
Oh, you see that? He had a house in Laurel, Maryland. Shout out to Harlem. He was actually born in Harlem, and then he finished raising himself in Long Island. But he was born in Harlem.
So he actually had a house in Laurel, Maryland, and that was pretty dope to see Biz going out to get the mail one day and shit. Yeah. So that was pretty dope. So shout out, rest in peace to one of the legends in the industry.
Definitely.
I want to take it a different direction.
And peace and condolences onto his family as well.
Yeah, I want to take it a positive note. Say happy birthday to one of the contributors to one of our big people here at the J-Sin Podcast. Happy birthday, Bobs! Happy birthday, Bobs!
We love you, Bobs.
I know you couldn't tune in right now because you busy doing great things. You might be passed out because it's your birthday. I don't know. She'd be reckless. But Bob, we love you. If this is your first time tuning in, Bobs is our contributor. She is a co-host.
Super fan.
Like she's one of us pretty much that just isn't here regularly.
Pretty much. But she's done shows with us. So,
yeah. We love her to death. She's one of the homies in real life. So happy birthday to her. We wish her nothing but the best. You know what I mean? So yes. All right. Now I'm going to move it to a new direction because this was a question that was asked to me and I want to see how you would feel about this.
Sure.
I'm a pretty open-minded kind of guy when it comes to like the kind of women that I've dated and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
But with that said, could you see yourself dating an OnlyFans or a cam girl? Like seriously dating, not just this is just like, could this be wifey? Could you see yourself wifing up an OnlyFans or a cam girl?
Yeah, I feel like as long as within her OnlyFans content, she's not sleeping with other men, I'm totally fine with that. If she's like flashing people or whatever the case is, I mean, obviously, this is just all hypothetical because I am married, Podfolk. Mm-hmm. I'm just speaking now for the single J that once was. I wouldn't give a fuck. She bringing in that money, I'm gonna bring in my money on my end, and we just gonna have a good life. You can flash whoever the hell you want. I personally, as a man, I don't care. There are a lot of men who are very, I don't want to say insecure. You know, there's just a lot of men who don't like that kind of stuff.
Right.
They don't like their lady exposing themselves to the world in that way. And I completely respect that. Trust me, I completely respect that. I'm just one of those type of guys that I just don't give a fuck.
Right.
Like, you can expose yourself all you want as long as you're not obviously sleeping with other people and you're not being disloyal to me. We're good.
I myself, I don't think this comes as a surprise to anybody who knows me. I would have no problem dating an OnlyFans or a cam girl. I am supportive, and I also, my level of don't give a fuck, I don't think many men have ever reached or truly ever fully tap into the realm that I live in of not giving a fuck. I'm the type of nigga.
There's like levels to the shit, and Sincere Da Vinci is at like right here somewhere.
I'm looking for fucks to
That's
give,
a fact.
just to not give a fuck. You know what I mean? So I am negative fucks to give. So what's crazy, bro, is that I'm the type of nigga, if my girl is a cam girl or she OnlyFans, baby, they can't even see your butthole. Right. Let me put the light this way.
So they can really see it.
Look at that. Now look at how your booty shine in the light. I'm that type of nigga. I'm that type of nigga. Oh, she want to get nasty? Baby, that dildo ran out of vibrate. Give it to me. I'll change the batteries for you. Come here. That's the type of nigga I am.
Pop folk, you're witnessing the levels of how much he doesn't give a fuck.
That's the type of nigga I am. Because once that money come in, it's for both of us. When I'm bringing the money in, it's both of us. And you want to know what's even worse than that? She getting all riled up and doing all this nasty shit that you paying her to do. Guess what happened when that camera go off? Guess what happened when that camera go off?
Oh, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen, and I'm gonna be the only one doing this.
Oh, we're gonna be extra nasty. We're doing all extra nasty
on the floor.
No, why do you keep fucking on the floor? I am a grown man. We are not fucking on the floor. You keep trying to have people fucking on the floor. We're gonna stop that this year.
Yo, whoever's watching right now, you know what type of time that is, right? You know what type of time that is when you have the girl on the floor with a comforter.
On the floor, B, with a comforter. This is how you fucking bitches on comforters on floors, B. You need to do better, my nigga.
Bro, you can't
on the floors.
Bro, you can't always be soft with it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go hardcore. You gotta go Jurassic Park sometime. You can't just do it at the comfort of your own bed all the time. Sometimes you gotta switch to the bathroom. Sometimes you gotta switch to the kitchen or the living room on top of the TVs. You gotta get creative.
Bro, I am 100% on top of the TV. I have a flat screen. I don't know how you're making that happen, but I'm 100% cool with on top of the table, on top of the counter.
Okay.
But the floor, no. And my knees is bad. My back not strong. Look, no. And why is she on the floor anyway? Why is she on the floor down there? How she get there? Why are you there? Get off the ground. Get up. Get up. Don't lay there. Get up. Harley, she play over there. Now every time I look at my dog, I gotta think about her being over there with you. No. Okay, so quick question then. Would you be able to wife a porn star? Do you think you can wife a porn star?
That's different level. Maybe I'll leave that for like your level of not giving any fucks, because then for that, my level would be somewhere like around here. Like I wouldn't, but then I would at the same time. So basically, because I'm like halfway about it, I wouldn't do it. I don't think I could do it, because imagine it's like, I don't even want to get into it, but
I don't think
it's gonna be stretched out. Basically,
I don't think that I could. I don't think personally, I don't think I could date a porn star. Only for one reason, and it has everything to do with I myself do not want. I'm 100% on the You go live your life. I live my life. Don't let whatever. If you are cheating, I'm not searching through your phone. I'm not that type of nigga. I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not the jealous type. You hear me? So
right.
I don't care. I'm assuming shit is Gucci until it's not.
Right.
Whatever it is you're doing, just make sure it don't come across my threshold.
Right.
With you being a porn star, it will be impossible for me to keep what is happening from coming across my threshold.
Of course.
And that's the difference. And that is the difference for me. It's everywhere. I'll never be able to escape what it is that you do.
Right.
And that's the point that bothers me. So I couldn't do it for that reason, but it is what it is. So
yeah, I mean, I couldn't possibly do it.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, but OnlyFans and cam girls?
OnlyFans and cam girls.
Knock yourself out, baby. Let's get this money.
Enjoy yourself, girl.
Exactly. Yourself. Let's get this money and go to St. Tropez next week. That's it.
Hey, when is too soon? What is
too soon for what? Next
to meet the parents. Like, when you start dating a young lady, when is too soon for her to be meeting your parents?
Like, I think a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That's so soon. That's very soon. I think people should like really genuinely date each other. And I may show my age with the next word that I'm about to say, but you have to go steady with this person at least.
Nigga said go steady.
You gotta at least be like with this person at least, I'd say 5 to 6 months, of real serious, relationship, basically. Yeah, I put it that
way. What makes a relationship serious? I guess I should ask.
I believe
you've been fucking for 6 months.
No. Obviously, you have to give everything time, unfortunately, and I mean, it's not an unfortunate thing. It's just something of life. So you just have to give it time in the sense where you got to let feelings evolve. You got to have things in common, continue to spend time with each other. Because we're all creatures of habit. So, once you're with this person, you're going to develop, some type of feelings, unless you go into the situation not giving a fuck about the person and you just want to fuck them for 6 months, then that's something different. But I feel like if you're going to bring that person home, you guys have to have some type of like connection, some type of spiritual connection at least, and that's it. I'd give it about 5 or 6 months. I mean, it could be sooner than that, depending on the two people that get together. There's no true timetable, I think. I just believe that once it becomes serious, you see this person in your future for the next however many years, then you could bring them, along, to the family cookout, family event, maybe the family reunion or whatever the case is. And yeah, that's how I think of it.
While I'm thinking about it, go subscribe to the YouTube page and go like the Facebook page. Go follow us on Twitter.
We everywhere.
On IG. Now.
Yeah, on so all the important outlets.
Make all that happen.
Yeah, we're currently live on YouTube, right?
Yep, YouTube, on the Facebook, on my Facebook, on the page's Facebook. So we live on 3 different platforms at the moment.
Excellent.
I mean, I don't really think there's a too soon to meet your parents. I know that sounds weird, but I just don't think there's such thing as too soon, especially with the way my grandparents and my parents are. My family is fucking crazy. Like, my family is. I mean, if I really like you, I may never want you to meet my family. Like, that may be how it works. Like,
so they won't get a full, experience of what your family is really like. I understand where you're coming from. I mean, my family's the same way too. We Dominican, so I don't even want to go there.
My homie over here, he's saying you don't ever have to meet the parents. Some of them are toxic. Some people are toxic, and
that's true. That's true too.
There are some toxic people out here. You just got to know who you're dealing with.
No, there's a lot.
You just got to know who you're dealing with. Like me, like I said, I'm the kind of person. Once again, if you know me, I don't. Nothing. There's really no secrecy about me.
Right.
I'm very upfront. I'm very honest. I'm very
open.
Open. Like I'm very, very transparent with people about the life. And it's about my life, about my lifestyle, about everything. It's not hard to find me. That's why. Let me explain something to you.
I love when you say that. You say that like so fluently. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you,
bro. And this is connected to my personal Facebook. This is connected to our page. This is connected to YouTube. They know my IG. If anybody on here, they could come in here. People that know me. If anybody has ever said they had a problem with me, a real problem with me, it ain't really a problem.
Right.
Because it ain't never hard to find me. It ain't never hard to reach me. It ain't never hard to just pull up on a nigga wherever I may be.
Right.
It's never hard to get in touch with me. I don't duck and dodge, not a soul. But I don't have problems with niggas because I don't allow anyone to own that much mental real estate in my life. I smile. I try to keep shit level with people. I try to keep shit on the up and up with people. And that's it. I don't allow myself to have beef with people. I don't allow it. So if a nigga say something about me,
that means you're a protector of your peace, and that's very good.
Very much so. You know that very much so.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing you gonna be able to say that a nigga not gonna know already. There's nothing you gonna be able to pull out of a bag and surprise me with and embarrass me and shame me somewhere. First off, to shame somebody, to embarrass somebody, they have to be ashamed. Nigga, exactly. I'm shameless. I'm shameless. You can't do or say nothing to me that's going to embarrass me. Not a single one. The women in my life that are important to me know their roles. Every single one of them. The homies in my life that matter to me know their roles. The people in my life who matter to me know their roles.
That's a fact.
Know who they are.
Shout out to Miss Da Vinci.
Shout out Grace. Everybody here knows who they are. What I mean by this is, at no point can you surprise anybody or surprise me with some shit by pulling it out by pulling a rabbit out the hat and trying to provide information to people that wasn't already known.
Right.
So when I say I'm transparent, somebody can meet my parents the first day. Somebody can meet my parents the first day, or meet my parents a year from now, and the interaction is going to be the same.
Right.
The interaction is going to be the same because how I act with my moms is going to be the same today, the same way it'll be a year from now. How I act with my grandmother is going to be the same today as of a year. My grandmother probably not going to bang with you off top. It don't matter when she meets you. She going to talk about you.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter if she meets you today or she meets you 3 years from now. She going to talk about you. That's how it is. My grandfather going to be high no matter when he meets you.
Right.
That's how it's going to work. He going to ask you some awkward shit. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, but yeah, man, that's just how I felt about that, man. It ain't no perfect time to really ever meet anybody or any of that.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
next.
Yep. Did you see Space Jam 2 yet?
I didn't see Space Jam 2, but what I did was yesterday on social media, I put that it was already better than MJ's Space Jam, and
you were starting trouble.
Yeah, I was just trying to, troll some people and
Yeah,
whatnot.
because
But no, I haven't seen it as of yet. Have you seen it?
I watched it last night.
Oh, okay.
It was fun. It was fun to watch. It was highly enjoyable.
Of course it is. I'm sure it is. I mean, a lot of people they just get so bent out of shape when it comes to LeBron James, and it's like there are a lot of haters that basically won't see the movie just because LeBron James is in it, and they feel like they're tarnishing a legacy of Space Jam and the first one with MJ. It's like people need to get off that shit, bro. Like, get off LeBron's dick and just have some breakfast or something like that first. Or what time is it now? It's 2:41. I don't know. If you're getting up now, then have some lunch and don't be such a damn hater. The fuck, man.
I mean,
and it's mainly for the kids too. It's like, if you're a parent, you're gonna want your kid to see the movie, and maybe explain to them or let them see Space Jam 1, before they see Space Jam 2. It's like, I don't know. It's just not that serious to me. I don't understand all the hate that LeBron gets, but it is what it is. They even talked about Jesus.
Niggas hated on Jesus. What the nigga say? He said, you can walk on water, and niggas just say it's because you can't swim.
Mm-hmm.
You can't please everybody. Space Jam was fun to watch, man. It was enjoyable visually. I was high as shit. I smoked some high grade and watched it. Visually, shit was crazy. It was crazy. I had fun, man. It was enjoyable. If you didn't enjoy it, you didn't want to enjoy it. Not to mention, it wasn't for your grown ass. It was meant for the kids. Like like
they say in social media, make it make sense.
Nigga, like, I'm done with this. We're gonna go ahead.
Next.
Oh, Rick and Morty showed up. They had a little cameo in Space Jam.
Oh wow, okay. They showed up.
So they was, hey. So shout out to Rick and Morty, because I think that's a big step. I don't think that people are always talking about when people get a certain level, they sell out. I don't think they were selling out. I think this is just Space Jam is a moment. It's going to forever be a moment in time. Why wouldn't you want to be associated with that moment in time? I think that's incredible.
I think so too.
So, did you hear about Kanye? Kanye's supposed to be dropping new music or something?
Yeah, I heard he's supposed to be dropping a whole album
on Friday, right?
Actually, yeah.
He dropped something new now, but I don't.
But I'm surprised you want to talk about this, because I remember, like, I think it was maybe 2 years ago.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I talked about Kanye, and like, you didn't want no parts of Kanye. Nope. You was like, yeah, whatever. I was like,
You didn't even let me get to.
No, continue.
To where I asked if you heard of Kanye.
Yes, I said yes.
You heard about it, right?
Mm-hmm. I sure did.
I don't care.
Through the grapevine of social media.
I don't care.
Wait, so you brought this up to say you don't care?
I don't care.
Oh man.
I don't care.
Who's flexing their catalog?
WB.
WB. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they had everybody in that shit.
Everybody.
Every cartoon, every show, every movie.
Yeah, let's not try to spoil it for the rest of the people.
Fuck them niggas. If you ain't seen it and you beef, fuck them niggas. Go watch that shit.
Damn, but I haven't seen it, bro. Damn.
Go watch that shit then. And also, this nigga, Poncho.
No, here we go.
LeBron.
Here go one of them. Oh yeah, he's always been a LeBron.
LeBron. I don't understand how you hate greatness, bro. But anyway, back to Kanye. I say hate greatness, and then I go to Kanye and talk about I don't care about his music. I don't care. I go back to not caring. And again, it's not that I don't care about Kanye's music. I love Kanye as a musician. I love Kanye. Sonically, this is probably the last lane in which I can take Kanye serious. Them new sneakers, those shits look like balled up diapers on your feet. Y'all niggas is sucking dick for even really fucking with them for real. Y'all niggas don't even like them shits.
Those are like the Currys, right?
Yeah, it's just trash. Like,
I agree, Poncho. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
And niggas hop on anything as long as niggas believe other niggas think that is dope.
Yeah, that's called
Like,
sheep.
that shit weak, bro. All you niggas is trash.
Yeah.
The shit, the whole Donald Trump thing and how that played out. Like, bro, there's a whole lot of things that Ye has done on a level where I don't even waste my energy on it. I don't care that he has music coming. I don't care that it's coming. I'm gonna listen to it
because so you just wanted to mention it.
I just wanted to mention it because we have to talk about it because that's the type of shit that we have to talk about. But on a personal level,
that's true. We've had a lot of shows like that where we didn't want to talk about certain topics and we just dived into it anyway for the sake of the culture and what's going on currently.
Yeah, like I just got a message in my phone saying Kanye a whole fool. Once again, I love Ye. And sonically is probably where he is the most genius. But the reality of it is, bro, that I want to listen to the music, but I don't care that it's coming, if that makes sense. I just want to listen to it. I don't care about all of the shit that is about to go down in the culture over the next 6 days about the release. Just put the music out on Friday and let me listen.
Right.
Like that's where I am, because the state of hip hop in general, trash. There's so much bad music that's coming out of it.
I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so certain people might not feel that way.
Yeah, I don't care what they feel. It's terrible. It's terrible. Like I don't whatever. Oh, and Malcolm.
I like Pop Smoke.
Yeah, but Pop Smoke, like I guess I haven't listened to his album yet. I wasn't talking about him because
he's actually coming out with an album. It's gonna be
called Faith. Faith, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I mean. Like I haven't. Yes, same saturated beats over and over. Exactly, Nana. I feel like there's nothing creative anymore.
So you feel the same way T-Pain did on his rant, basically.
Yeah. But I've been saying it forever.
That's true, actually.
I've been saying it forever. Yeah. I don't, and the thing is, I can listen to an artist like Kyle, Super Duper Kyle, and enjoy it. And I can turn around and listen to, goddamn, the baby, and still enjoy it. Not anywhere near the same.
Yeah, we enjoy the baby.
I love the baby.
They're of this new gen, and Lil Baby. Like Lil Baby's
right. He might be the one. But that doesn't mean that I want to hear 8 niggas intimidate Lil Baby. That doesn't mean I want to hear 40 niggas.
You mean imitate?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I don't, or emulate. That's whatever.
Emulate. Okay, whatever. Synonyms.
I don't want to hear 40 niggas.
Synonyms.
Yeah, I don't want to hear 40 niggas rapping like Lil Durk. I don't want to hear 40 niggas rapping like King Von. Like, do you niggas spend, like, none of you niggas are creative whatsoever. None of you. And the niggas who really rap circles around you niggas. Because
that's the thing. That's the thing. Nowadays is not
back though.
It's coming back, but for a time it wasn't about that. It was more so about the producer and if you could get someone to move or get someone in a certain mood. Like it wasn't really based on just bars, and that's where a lot of people get lost at. But music, thankfully, is cyclical. So everything usually comes back, whether it's fashion, whether it's music, whether it's even history, it all comes back. It's all relative.
Also, you got to remember, bro, that no matter how you cut it, don't let Instagram fool you niggas. Mm-hmm. Don't let Instagram fool you niggas. Don't let social media fool you niggas. Don't let your friends, don't let your uninformed friends fool you niggas.
Right.
These niggas ain't doing the numbers they really you think they doing. Niggas ain't really doing the numbers you think they doing. Niggas love to say, ain't nobody ever streaming Eminem. I never heard nobody say throw Eminem on. then why was Eminem top 5 streamed artist last year? In 2020, how was Eminem still a top 5 streaming artist? If you know, Eminem has been a top 5 streaming artist for literally the last 20 years. Not exaggerating. Not exaggerating.
Mm-hmm.
So how is it that nobody listens to Eminem, but he's top streaming? How is that? How is that? How is it that your favorite artist is really doing quote unquote all these numbers and all these shows and has all this money, and we keep seeing the same 5 niggas on the Forbes?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it we keep seeing the same 7 niggas win the awards? Why is it when you look at who went platinum or who sold what,
Right,
it don't never add up? Y'all don't ask yourselves these questions.
mm-hmm.
Genuinely, you don't ask yourselves these questions. Like the nigga who's supposed to be killing shit. Why he don't be doing the same shit that the motherfuckers who actually be killing shit doing?
Mm-hmm. That's a great point.
And I don't mean like riding around in Hellcats, and that's not what I mean. I'm not talking about smoking weed online. I'm not talking about putting money up your arm or money in the money phone and shit. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about those things. Go look at what the winners do. I'm not gonna give you niggas all the game, but go look at what the winning niggas do. When J. Cole dropped, you know what's happening. When Drake dropped, you know what's happening. When Jay dropped, you know what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Even Kevin Gates, you know what's happening.
You know what they're bringing to the table, definitely.
You know what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain niggas that when they drop, when Wayne dropped, you know what's happening. And every single nigga we just named to you can rap. Every nigga we just named to you can rap. This culture is still controlled by the talent. By the talent. Still controlled by the talent. So, let's not lose sight of that. Niggas like Joyner Lucas, killing niggas. Killing niggas.
On a lyrical tip,
Nas is out here.
Yeah.
Nas is out here in his second childhood, bodying niggas.
That's a fact.
But we're going to go ahead and leave that for another show, man. Yo, we appreciate y'all tuning in today.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate y'all tuning in. We will be back next week at what time, Jay?
1:30.
Motherfucker. No, you won't. We'll be at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday. You will be able to see us live stream the podcast. You'll be able to tune in, comment, talk with us. We'll be able to answer your questions. Before we go, though, I haven't forgotten about you, Malcolm. Talking about
Middleton
and Drew Holiday. They are still slightly above average players. I am tired
at the moment, but
they're showing that see what people forget. Do you understand what, not just you, but do people understand what the word average actually means? Do you know what the definition of average means? The average of something is the sum of everything, and then it is divided by the amount of. So when you're talking about someone who's having...
You want a dictionary definition?
Sure. Pull that up real quick.
A quantity, rating, or the like that represents or approximates an arithmetic mean.
Okay. When what Middleton and what Drew Holiday did the other night is here. It is what they are capable of doing at their peak self. Middleton is not capable of doing, even at his peak, capable of doing what Kevin Durant does at his peak. He is not capable at his peak.
There's a level there. There's a level there, definitely.
There are levels to this.
Mm-hmm.
So what I mean by average is Chris
Middleton. You said above average.
Slightly above average.
Slightly
above average. Right. Because as amazing as a couple games he's having right now, there are 82 games in the season. There are 7 games in the series. Why does it always take you to game 4 to get going? Why are you only good at home? So you go ahead and take this handful of really good games, okay? And then you sprinkle it in with those games where he shot 6 for 27. You sprinkle it into those games where he shot 3 for 17. Sprinkle it into those games where he shot 4 for 16. There are far more games of him shooting 4 for 16
on the road,
and just in general than there are of him putting up 50 points. There are more below average games than there are above 40-point games. The difference is he has the ability to go off more than maybe an average player would. An average player goes off for 25. It's a great night for them. You know what I mean? Let's just say Bobby Portis. We'll just say him for the moment. Although I believe he's more talented than they give him credit for. If Bobby Portis goes off right now and gives you 35, it's the talk of the town. Gives you 30, it's the talk of the town. What happens when Booker gives you 30? Nothing. Because you expect that from Booker.
He's neutralized them.
He just has made him turn the ball over.
Right.
For all those games that he hasn't
made it easy for him, basically, is what I'm saying.
But for all those games, he's right now helping them defensively.
And on the offensive
end. On the offensive end, how many games was he a liability before he had those 2 games? All I'm saying is stop allowing a small sample size of games to paint an image of a player for you. 4, 5, 6 games do not paint an image that is true to a player's ability or career. Stop believing that if Pat Beverly were on another team, that you would know his name if they weren't in the playoffs. Stop acting as if Chris Middleton were on a different team. If Chris Middleton was on Orlando, you would not know who he is. That's all I'm saying. If he played for a lesser known team, he would not be an all-star. So stop.
It all goes back to basketball just simply being a team sport, a team game, basically. So yeah, a lot of things I agree with what you just mentioned. I just think, at this moment and with the stage set in the finals, they are proving to be better than above average at this moment in time, at least.
Right now, yeah.
With what they're doing, with the way that they're performing. So you gotta I can't say you can totally erase what they've done in the past and the struggles that they've had, let's say in the road or whatever the case is. But man, at this moment in time, in the finals, once again, I'll repeat that. In the finals, they've shown up. They've shown up, and you got to give them full credit for it.
Stop.
And it may be a turning point for their careers.
They didn't show up in the finals. They shown up in the last 2 games because they didn't exist the first 2.
I mean, if
even this is even what I'm talking about. we are giving them credit for an entire series when them niggas did not play well in the first 2 games at all.
See, but it's not a.
Them niggas killed in the last 3 games.
But it's not about that though. It's not about that though. It's not about that though. It's about what's happening now. You have to count what's happening now.
And
at this present in time, the Bucks have won 3 straight games. 3 straight games. And who have been the catalyst? They're already calling them a big 3. Off 3 games.
But this is my problem.
Giannis, Middleton, Holiday.
Wait. Why did it take for y'all to get to the finals to be called a big 3? You niggas have been there for how many seasons? You niggas have had a whole season and no one thought of you as a big 3?
Things are just
There's a reason
together.
why. You've only been good the last 3 games.
In the finals.
I get it. But this is what I'm saying. The last 3 games? Nigga, y'all could have had this series done if these niggas was that good in the first 2.
Everybody struggles.
And that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that they aren't struggling.
Even the greatness, of like LeBron or KD or Kobe, rest in peace, MJ. They've all had those games in the finals where you're like, they haven't done much.
Yeah, but them niggas.
Jordan even had terrible games against the Sonics in the finals.
He sure enough did. But Jordan's resume
speaks for itself.
Speaks for itself.
Yeah.
What does Drew Holiday's resume tell you? That he's played for a lot of fucking teams. That's what it tells me.
That he's been a journeyman, basically.
So what does that tell you? Niggas who want you don't usually let you go.
I don't know. That just shows me that every dog has its day, basically. And once again, we can all shine under the sun at some point, at some time.
I think what I'm saying.
So we can't knock them completely.
I think what I'm saying, you're missing the point of. I am not saying that they are trash. I simply said that they are slightly above average players. That's it. Mm-hmm. I do not think they are super. Do you believe they're superstars?
No.
So what's the beef here?
Because we're talking about levels.
So what's the beef? Problem was.
So wait. Before we dive into anything else, what was the comment that was made?
It was the exact comment that was made was Sin, how about the mediocre players, bruh? Holiday season, and of course Middleton.
Right. So are they mediocre?
Yes, they are still mediocre. They're just having good games. This is where I don't understand. I don't understand this. I don't understand people's thinking.
I don't think mediocre players could ever
if you
have a game like that in the finals.
Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Bro, if you are a dirty nigga and you are Dirty Rob and you have been Dirty Rob your whole life and you go and get a Gucci belt, you ain't Gucci Rob now. Just because you went and got one Gucci belt, you still Dirty Rob with a Gucci belt.
Mediocre technically means not good or not bad. It's somewhere in between. So you're just saying they're above average. So I don't know. It kind of contradicts, what you're saying.
Well, he used the word mediocre. I didn't use that. Okay. You asked me what the comment was.
So he said mediocre, and you're saying above average.
Right. He's pretty much saying that so on and so forth. But
you were just focusing on why they're on why they are
why I consider mediocre. Them to be slightly above average. If you are in the league for 15 years, I'm sorry. They haven't been in the league for 15 years. But if you've been in the league for, I'll just give you not even the league. Fuck that. Because I'm going to make it very simple for you. If you do something 100 times, right? If you
get it once right
and you get it right twice, you don't get to live off getting it right twice. That's all I'm saying. Right. And what I'm saying, Cuddy, is that I didn't say that they're mediocre. I said that they were slightly above average. Malcolm, the person who made the comment, said that I said they were mediocre. I never did. I said they were slightly above average. All I'm saying is if you are Dirty Rob and you have been Dirty Rob every day
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
See, Cuddy, that's exactly what I was saying. Mediocre is actually below average.
and I'm agreeing with you. But what I'm saying is I never actually said that they were mediocre. He said that. You asked me what was the comment. I read you said comment, and that was it. I never said they were mediocre. Right. I said they were slightly above average. If you are Dirty Rob, and you have been Dirty Rob
your whole life,
your whole life,
and you go and get
a Gucci belt, you do not have the name
Dirty Rob
to be Gucci Rob. You still Dirty Rob. You just Dirty Rob in a Gucci belt. That's how that works. Chris Middleton and Jrue Holiday
are role players to
players. They're very good role players who every now and then get the fit right. They the nigga in the group that's never dressed the best, but they ain't never dressed the worst. But every now and then, that nigga show up and it fit crazy. You ain't know that nigga had it in him. He's never going to be the bottom of the barrel. And you're not necessarily surprised when he's the top of it. He runs middle, and that's fine.
Right.
But when them niggas do very well, I give them credit. But don't talk to me about Chris Middleton and Jrue Holiday being some super above average niggas when their resumes don't speak to that. What's up, DeMarcus? Their resumes don't speak to that. Their resumes speak to them niggas being average. Do they have moments that are above average? Yes. But if you niggas played 100 games, if they played 100 games, how many of these games you think Jrue Holiday putting up? That he just had. Out of 100, Jay, how many times you think Jrue Holiday putting that game up again?
Let's say maybe 10, 12 times.
So that mean that he that nice? Or that he just had a really good fucking game?
I think that'll mean that we can remember him from these finals. If they go on to beat the Suns. We'll remember what Jrue Holiday did in the finals, because I remember. We can talk about Jason Terry, for instance. Terry, for instance. I remember what he did against the Heat and the Big Three back in, 2010, 2011, or the cases. I just remember certain performances. If you're a basketball enthusiast, you're going to remember those things.
And I'm not saying that the performance isn't great, but that doesn't make you they're not going to put Jrue Holiday in the Hall of Fame because of this.
That's why I said I mostly agree with everything you mentioned, because obviously we can't pin them as superstars. It's not possible, because it's like you said, if they were on Orlando, we probably wouldn't even be talking about them right now at this moment in time. But basketball is a team sport. Right. Obviously, they have Giannis. He's an incredible player. I can't say enough about Giannis. Like, in this era of shooting, he can't fucking shoot. He's been a 2-time MVP, and he's kicking ass. Like, bruh.
Yeah, Giannis
come on.
Different. Come on. Different. Giannis is different. And like I said, bro, it's not about trying to down. I'm not trying to down Chris Middleton and Jrue Holiday. They are two of the best players in the world. Niggas who play in the NBA are the best
players in the world. Of course.
I am comparing them to their counterparts. And I even in comparing them to their counterparts, I am still saying
on a league level. I understand.
I am still saying they are in the top 200 of the 400 in the league. They're still better than most people in the league. All I'm saying is,
you said they're slightly above average.
Exactly.
And that's fine.
Steve Kerr, nobody looks at Steve Kerr and goes, that nigga was a beast. They just think Steve Kerr hit a lot of good shots when he needed to.
He hit clutch shots.
He hit a lot of clutch shots.
He actually closed the finals.
Big shot Bob? Mm-hmm. Nobody ever looked at Robert Horry and said, that nigga's the one. Niggas never looked at Robert Horry like,
but he hit a lot of key shots.
He hit a lot of clutch shots. That's what we know. But nobody ever looked at Robert Horry and was like, if I was starting the team tomorrow.
And he has more rings than Jordan.
He does.
We never looked at it as.
But nobody's ever gonna look and be like, if I'm starting my fantasy team tomorrow, I need them niggas on my first pick. Chris Middleton and Jrue Holiday are never gonna be your first pick if you're starting a franchise. They might not be your second or third picks if you're starting a franchise, but they are very good, solid players.
Good role players.
That are needed. Yeah. Who at times can answer the call
Yeah.
when it is needed. And that is all I am saying about them niggas.
And all I'm saying is when they answer that call, we just gotta be there to give them the credit for it. That's all.
I've given them their credit. Malcolm, this probably is. I don't know who exactly this is, but it probably is my homie Mally, and he knows in the group. I said it. I said I give praise when it's due.
Right.
I have no problem giving praise when it's due. Mm-hmm. Them niggas been killing the last 2 games, but it's not just 2 games in the finals. Them niggas took the first 2 games off.
You're just looking at the overall picture. I understand.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And
I respect that.
I am done here.
I am done as well. Have a wonderful afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tune in next week, 1 p.m. Eastern. Get that merch. Cheer!
Yeah.